FlossTube. My name is Megan Vitale. This is my first FlossTube. I'm super excited to have a whip parade, and you are currently looking at the butt of my sweet cat Luna. Luna, what are you doing? She just was sitting in my seat. So this is one of my babies, and she loves to be around me, so you might see her around. So, okay, well, she's making a greeting. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go through a list of my current whips. I believe I have everything in a Google sheet, and I thought I had 31, but it turns out I have 33. So we'll see how this goes. Try to make this as quick as possible, and hopefully you'll find some things that will inspire you. So, so the first one I'd like to share is Bertha Mae Brown by Chessie and Me. I've been wanting to do this for a very long time. The reason why is because my grandma, who passed a few years back, her name is Bertha. She goes by Bert, or went by Bert. And the colors looked very different than what the picture represented. So I used a few color and cotton ones. I used carmine, pincushion, rosebud, and cilantro, and I got part of it done there. So I have plenty to go on that one. So that's one of my whips. Please excuse me while I go ahead and zip things up so I can get it back to where it belongs. Otherwise, God only knows where it will end up. This is a bag from Carrie Straka from Red Velvet Quilts, and it's just beautiful. I love her work. So if you're lucky enough to get one of her bags, I can't wait to have her finish a quilt for me, because she is a big inspiration for me. So another one that I have here is from the Stitch Quarter exclusive from Fat Quarter Shop. There's a Santa baby and a Lady Claus. I haven't gotten very... Nope, I think this one is... Yeah, this is Santa. I have a glitter... This one, you could see that. Yeah. I didn't get too far in this guy, but I want to do both. Oh my gosh, that's Luna making a mess. We often joke with her. I use the called for on this. Sorry, I don't have the information. These were the ones that didn't make it on my list. Actually, 34 whips. I keep trying to get it down, and then next thing you know, I turn around and there's more. So this one, when I pulled it out, to iron it, I just kind of gasped because it's a stunner. This is the 2024 Fox and Rabbit release that they do every year. They have a yearly stitch along that they're kind enough to share, and they have a Facebook page, and I used this special edition color and cotton Ice Queen floss, and it's just so beautiful. And I was just there. I live in St. Louis. I should have told you a little bit about me. I live in the St. Louis area. I am a school social worker. I have about 5 years left till I get to retire and stitch all the time. I've been married for 23 years, and I met the most fabulous husband, so supportive, and I have 2 great kids. Aiden is 19 and Sophia is 17. And everyone's working but me, which I'm not sad about. This is what I have so far. I mean, good gravy. It's just so awesome. So I need to get back on this. And I'm sure, you know, when I see these floss tubes and see these whip parades, everyone's like, why aren't I stitching this? I feel the same way. I don't know the maker of this bag. It's with the Lori Holt fabric. Okay. another one for you, which is by the same maker, because I can tell because she does these tags. I can look her up and put it in the description. This Teresa Kogut fabric is a Teresa Kogut pattern called Wisdom. And boy, I've been doing this one for a long, well, I hardly did anything on it, to be quite honest. It's funny how you have these memories from what you're doing at the time. And I bought this chart in the Kansas City area, and I don't even know what's top and what's bottom. It's kind of a sad little start, but center start, let's see. This is on, I don't know. Sorry, use the called for floss for it. I will get better. I'm a newbie. Next one's just in kind of a generic bag, and it is from Heartstring Samplery. It is Home is Where Your Purr Ball Is. Here's the pattern. Please excuse the glare. And I just got kind of the bones, the outline of the house. Again, I don't have... I started, so hopefully, you know, if I end up doing this more than just this one time, I get really brave and keep it up. I have everything in a Google Sheet. I mean, everything. I mean, if you saw my craft room right now, it'd be quite embarrassing, but to see all the mess everywhere. But I'm up to date on Google Sheets for the most part. So I have sheets for everything that I've accomplished in 2026, all my current whips, what I have kitted, all my overdyed floss. So which is really helpful if I'm in a store and I need, you know, cherry cobbler, and I have 6 of them at home. I belong to Millennial Fabrics Floss of the Month Club for the 3 main overdyes, the Gast, Weeks Dye Works, and Classic Color Works. And so I have a little floss tree that I learned about from Floss Boston Cousins that I keep all of my floss in organized. So it just kind of helps me keep things together. So one day I'd like to show that to you, because I think it's just been, luckily I started it when I first started stitching. And so, I mean, if someone was going back and trying to catalog all that, it might be a whole lot of work, but it's just kind of a nice thing to reference and helps me, like for 2026, I've completed 32, I finished or fully finished 32 items. So that's pretty good stats for halfway through the year. Okay, next one is Spooky Autumn Smalls by the Blue Flower. This one I was inspired by Handmade from Sarah W. This is on 32 count mint green Zweigart, and I was at a retreat with my very good stitchy friend Rachel Broom, who is on my picture for this FlossTube, and we were lucky enough to go to Beautiful Sip and Stitchery. They were having the Blue Flower and Lady Dot Creates. It was a finishing school. And so of course I had to stitch something from the Blue Flower. So I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday. This is in a Sherry So Sweet bag. Such a cool bag. Okay. Next one up is Strawberry Fields Forever by Blackbird. Again, ironed that, and I'm like, boy, I could knock that out pretty quickly. What's the hold up here? Let's see what the information is. It's just a Weeks Dye Works gray linen. I didn't even put what count it was, but it looks like it was 32 because I used 2 flosses. And I really didn't do a lot of conversions, but I started this in 2024, so it's time to get this bad boy done. So just in a generic bag. I still have some of these, but boy, I am a crazy bag collector. Gotta love all the fabulous things. The next one that I have to share is the Equality Sampler by Plum Street. I started this November 5th, 2024 for Election Day, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. and I didn't get very far. This is on Pumpkin Patch by Manny DiDonna, and I believe it's 32 count. I did 1/2 on this one. This is a fun, I mean, what a cool, and that's showing up pretty true to form. What a cool linen I got there. I started doing that, and then as the election went on, I thought, stop that. I'll do something else. This next one here is by Bonnie and Camille. It's called Shine On. It's from, I don't know that they're still, Carrie would know this from Red Velvet Quilts. I don't believe that they are still doing books anymore. I'm not entirely sure. I have just started quilting last year. I haven't even finished one yet, but this is super fun. I mean, look at those colors. Stop it. It's just on a white, looks like a white Aida, with all the called for DMC, and again, I'm so sorry I don't have the information about, I didn't put what size Aida it was, but my daughter is a huge rainbow girl, so I will, once I get this done, and every time she sees it, she's like, Mom, that's so cool. I'm gonna finish it off and put it in her room. So again, I believe this is more Lori Holt fabric, by that one same designer that she doesn't have a tag or anything, but she is on Etsy. If you're curious, she does great work. I bought her when I first started stitching, and I can share that information. The next one is Snow Magical by With Thy Needle and Thread. It's on 40 count Newcastle Country Mocha, and I used the called for floss, and I remember seeing Nicole's Spores all done, and I just had to do it, and I really haven't gotten very far. I think I had just started on a 40 count to get it in this Chantel 141 freeze frame that I have in here as well, and I just, again, need to get on it. It's not big or anything. It's something I can knock out. So let's see. Bear with me just a second. And this bag is from Heartstring Samplery. I got it at one of the Lindy Stitches Jingle Balls a few years back. So this one is for my mother-in-law. So I hope my mother-in-law's not watching, because it's a surprise. It is Butterfly Bouquet by Sprouting Lupine. And I use the call for, I know that this is on Toe Beans by Bestitch Me. And it's got her initials in there. And she's a big butterfly lover. So 32 count Toe Beans by Bestitch Me. And so this is on, I have this highlighted in my Google sheet that I need to get this done this year. So, but you know what, the next shiny thing just kind of comes along, and that's how you get to 34 whips. So I know that many of you can relate. So this is my challenge for my EGA. They give us a challenge piece every year. This is from Blackbird Designs, and it's Anniversaries of the Heart. I remember Jess from Sweetwater had started it along with a few other folks, and I had to do it, and then I did it, and I, of course, the floss has changed so much. I'm doing Elizabeth Jane, which I did for myself, and then my son is Moonlight Visitor, my husband is Evergreen Lane, and then my daughter will be Pink Hill Manor, and then for those recorded here, I will put at the bottom. And this is on 28 count Vintage Country Mocha by Zweigart. So here's kind of what happened. Here's the deal. So started this, did mine, hated it, started ripping out, and then Holly from Mrs. Jones Stitches was kind enough to walk me through some color changes for my son's, and I just absolutely love it. So I love her brain and how she can just come up with the most magical colors. And I'm so grateful to call her my friend. And not only is she's just she's a good human. So she was, it was so cool because she came for the Color and Cotton grand reopening, and we got to stitch together, and it was a lot of fun. So I have this in a Como Stitches bag. It's got houses on it. And then this is where I have all my floss. This is a Lemon Tree Studio bag. I'm just obsessed with all of her stuff. So I hate to even say it out loud because, like, when she releases things, I want to get to it first. So there is my Anniversaries of the Heart. I need to get this done too to get my challenge completed. So this is another one that I'm like, why am I not finishing this? This I did a color change on, and I almost thought I just might UFO it, but I don't think I'm going to do that. This is by Hands On Design and the Chantel 141. It was a collaboration for them together, and I was going to make a stitchy mat, and so I changed the colors to kind of go with all of these fun batiks, and I'm not sure if I'm even going to do that anymore, but I do need to knock that out and just get it moving. I did just a variety of some over dyes and DMC, and it's on 18 count Ada. So this is Sorry Can't Stitching By. If I just spent, you know, half a day, I'd knock it out. So I'm gearing up to go to, oh, I don't know who makes this bag, but it's huge. And it's just fun and cheerful, like stitching. So I need to find another spot to put all these bags. I am gearing up to go to Teresa Vanette's retreat in Virginia, and I'm leaving on Wednesday. And so, of course, you know, getting ready for a retreat, you want to make sure that you have all your ducks in a row. So why not just film a first FlossTube video? Seems to make sense. So this is Peacock Pin Cushion by Cottage Garden Samplings. It's 2/2 on 32 count raw natural linen by Zweigart. And this is what I have so far. This is in a beautiful Como Stitches striped tilde bag. It's just beautiful. So I know I messed up on that one quite a bit, and I had to, you know, put it in timeout and then just didn't get back to it. So another one, Holly finished this one, and this was from the All Is Calm by Plum Street. There was that collaboration with Chantel and the designers, not last year, but in 2024. And I just, again, I got to knock it out. That's what I got so far. I think I changed the donkey color. I'm not sure. Not sure. It's not sure what the fabric is either. It's just either from Bestitch Me or Volcano Linen, and it's an 18 count Ada. And this is on just a super cool design Denise. I love her, and I love her bags, and I love her glasses. She's just so much fun. So I got to meet her in person at the With Thy Needle and Thread retreat last June, and she's just she's a hoot. So next one up is a With Thy Needle and Thread, and it is Bunny and Company, and I got this on a D-Stash site. This lady, her mom had passed away, and so she had all sorts of really cool kits and stuff like that. So I got that from her. This is another Goose, and it is a Teresa Kogut fabric too. So lots of fun. I am not going to be the girl that is going to, you know, put all my thread on my floss drops, and I'm kind of like Tara Sullivan in that way, that sometimes I just want to, get to it. I wish I was better about making things fancy pants, but here I am in my basement, my craft room that is a mess. So here we go. Here is another one, and it is a daily reminder with Thy Needle and Thread. I'm a huge fan of hers, and this is Holly Jones's conversion, and she was kind enough to share that with us on one of her floss tubes, and I got started. There was a mix-up in there, and I think also this one is on 36 count Cedar River linen arboreal, and I was just having a hard time seeing. I'm 51, so I'm not a spring chicken, and I had just started stitching, I believe, on the 36 count at that time, and I was on a struggle bus. I'm definitely more frequently stitching on the 36 and 40 count, so I'd be curious if I hop back on this, if it would go a whole lot quicker. This is, I don't know, oh, this is Wildberry Stitching. Isn't that a beautiful bag? I love her work. And again, another one I love. I love that conversion that Holly did. And I think I even took like this giant picture of her post. Because, you know, I'm a big copycat. She's definitely influences me. And so glad that we know each other in person now. I started this last fall. It's called Mighty Oaks by Blackbird. My son was going to college, and I was going through perimenopause, and I was boo-hooing and losing my ever-loving mind, and God bless my family for putting up with me. Again, this is another one that is just very... It's almost done. And so I really want to pick it up again when he goes again this fall, which will be here before you know it. He's home for the summer, but I think this is his last summer at home. So heartbreaking, but again, that's, you know, you raise your kids to be independent, and he's doing a great job. So this is for Aiden. And I did a full color conversion for it. So it says, Mighty Oaks from Little Acorns Grow. And it's so funny because, you know, when he was going to college, I was like, you just came out of my belly. You were just little. And, you know, he's not anymore. But I love this sentiment. I kept showing him pictures, and he goes, so am I going to put that in my dorm? And I'm like, no, I'm going to stitch it. And it's gonna stay at our house, and maybe eventually it will go to you when I'm gone. So who makes this bag? I don't know, but I remember seeing this fabric from Jess, Sweetwater Stitcher. I think she made a bag out of it. Oh, this is from Needle and Hoop. There is a label right there. Boy. And I think I ended up buying this fabric to make a bag myself, but have I done it? Nope. Next one up is Murder in the Garden by Hands On Design. I love how Kathy comes up with these awesome little quips. There's Luna again. Hey, Lulu. Okay. I'm sorry, sweet girl. Let's see, where is this one? I could tell you a little bit more about this. Maybe not. It is 20 Count Bayou by Atomic Ranch. Look at this fabric, you guys. It's just so grungy and fun. And I know this is the top because I put my arrow there. Murder in the Garden. I even got the fabric that she used for the bottom of it. It's so beautiful. I'm happy to share what the fabric line is if you want to know. Let's see if I can dig out a picture of this really quick. I have lots of pumpkin stems that I've collected through the years. I can't wait to put a fun one on there. I'm actually growing pumpkins in my backyard. And this beautiful bag, Luna, is from Jordan the Tattooed Stitcher. When she showed this, I was like, yes, sign me up, please. Sweet girl. You can't be on here, honey. This is with Pearl Cotton. Is it number 5? Oh, I found another set of scissors, you guys. When I undid my bags, I still have a pair of Kohana scissors that are, they're somewhere. But I found another pair. I couldn't believe all the readers and the are you just gonna lay here, sweet angel? All the readers and the scissors I ended up digging up. So, I mean, look at, if you want to look at color, look at her coat. It's beautiful. Okay, Chunktown Autumn from the Blue Flower. This was what we got at her retreat. I went with Rachel. We were in the Wisconsin area. We stayed at my mom's house, which was so much fun. And Rachel's already got hers done. And now since then, she's come out with a whole lot of other trunk towns. So this is, oh, we got this super cool, of course it's not in here, the top of the piece looks like wood. It's awesome. It's tree ring pattern velveteen from Spoonflower. So it's just kind of a really neat look. This is in a Como Stitches bag. Jess, I love your work. So beautiful and fun. You can tell, as you know, at the beginning I had some of those plastic bags and I'm like, nope, I'm not doing that. Need more beauty in my life. This is Autumn Cloche by Liz Matthews. I'm sorry, Trunktown Autumn was on 36 count dark mountain linen from XJU Designs. Autumn Cloche, it was a birthday start for me, not this year, but last year. And I hardly got anything done. I got NPI Silks, and it is on Dusty Road 36 count by Seraphim. And that's my tiny, tiny little start. This is a Tilda bag from Como Stitch. I don't know. Nope, this is by Jenny Swan. I think she listed this on one of the D-Stash sites, and oh my gosh, look at that. It's just beautiful. Looks like it's French General, but I'm not entirely sure. This is Bells Are Ringing by Brenda Gervais. This is how I got to talking to Holly, because I said, hey, I think I'm going to try to guess. If I try to guess what you're, okay, go on, get down. Get down. If I try to guess what colors you're using, like basically like, could we be friends? And I was wrong. I didn't have it, but I need, again, another one I need to get done. I got it in this folder. I met a woman who does these beautiful quilted folders, and she's so reasonable. I could get you in touch with her information, but this is a full color and cotton conversion, and it is on, it's on a color and cotton one of a kind 36 count Edinburgh linen. All right, that's one basket. I've got another basket to go, but I think that one probably had the most items. So now we've got Lady of the Flag. This is on 16 count We the People by the Primitive Hair. And this is what I've gotten done so far. So obviously this is the We the People. And that's what I've accomplished. And Ruth and I believe, I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name correctly, Yuhi from Screen Door or Spectrum Farms Needleworks, and my good friend Amy Hibbert and I, every day of the month that ends in a 4, we were accountability partners. So Ruth had posted on her FlossTube, again, that is Spectrum Farms Needlework, and she has tried to do this, I think 2 or 3 times, and she says, I need to get back to it. So I just reached out to her on Instagram and said, why don't we work on this together? And then Amy got the pattern. I bought this pattern on eBay and spent way too much money. And I thought, well, why am I, before that it was just re-released, and I thought I need to get on. I mean, it's just beautiful. Like it's really interesting to see, you know, I think I avoided it because I was afraid. And it's really just big blocks of color that, you know, you could just outline it and fill in, outline and fill in. And Denise, Denise has been doing, I think, a thread a day, and boy, she's making some serious progress. So I have it in this another needle and hoop bag. A smaller bag, but I love it. So there's that one. So much floss, you guys. It's just ridiculous. I mean, so I made these fun floss tags with the picture. Such a glare there. So, and then you got the beading and the specialty floss. And my son is, one of his majors is poli-sci, and he's definitely, he talks about, you know, wanting to be a lawyer or getting involved in some sort of politics. And so every USA type of chart is going to go to him when I'm gone. I did the Lori Holt thing with the library card in the back, and, you know, I've put my wishes of, he's going to end up with more cross stitch than he probably would ever want, but sorry, Aiden. All right, this one is Old Fashioned by Shannon Christine, I think. I think it's Shannon Christine Designs. Yep. And this is on a black 14 count Aida. I remember Nicole Spohr has a beautiful finished piece, and I had to do it. I tend to stitch this when I am at my bestie Sarah's beach house in Florida. We try to go there around right after Christmas most years, and so that's just a fun thing too. That's a good memory to think about being in Florida by the beach and stitching. I've even stitched on the beach there. I'm not sure who makes this bag, but super fun. Okay, this is from the Brenda Gervais retreat in, where were we? Iowa, Amana Colonies last year. This is Stay True. I know many people are just so stoked that she has finally released the pattern because it's just a stunner. That was my first retreat, so you can imagine how spoiled I was to get to go to that. So let's see, this is on 36 count Winter Brew by R&R. It has a variety of DMC, Weeks Dye Works, Gast, and Classic Color Works. And this was my birthday start. I got the border, and I'm telling you, ladies and gents, the border went all the way around. Usually I'm kind of a center starter, but I thought, okay, I'm gonna try it. And it worked, and I'm so happy. And then I just got a little bit of flowers done. So this one's been calling to me lately. I mean, and then you see like people are getting it done, and gosh darn it, it's just beautiful. And I have this housed in a Como Stitches French General bag, which is just perfect for this piece. Next one is Nature's Journey by Sprouting Lupine. Oh gosh, I was inspired by Helen D. and Sarah Wren from Handmade by Sarah W. And I wish I just would get on it. There are so many colors in this. Let's see what it's. This is on 18 count Into the Veil by Bee Stitch Me, which I believe is the called for. And it is all DMC. But gosh darn it. So many colors, you guys. This bag is, it's so thick because I have all the magazines in there. And then this is with another Lemon Tree Studio bag that's got all my floss. How fun is that? But I mean, look, it even has a rainbow zipper. I mean, who doesn't want that? You guys, this is how my floss looks, really, for real. It just, throw it in there. Hope it doesn't end up in a knotted mess, and, you know, all the things. This is in a hummingbird hollow. Clearly, I like this Lori quilt line because I think I've shown you 3 bags now with it. So, love it, love it. It has little buttons on the inside. So, I hope I haven't done too much enable vision, as Nicole likes to say. This is Do Dragons Fly by Hands On Design. I did this 32 count Luna Moth by Bee Stitch Me. I have a Bee Stitch Me membership. She is just so kind and giving, and I wanted to get this done before the last, this was one of the Lindy Stitches virtual retreats. It didn't happen. And you know, you get to watch the videos 30 days out. And I mean, Kathy does such a great job. She's an excellent teacher. And I thought, even with her pictures, I'm going to be able to figure this out. Just her picture tutorial with her directions. So another Como Stitches bag. Beautiful. It is, love it. I just thought that's kind of fun and kind of goes with the whole thing. And then I got a little floss bag to go with it. So I had been a member of Como Stitches Patreon for a while, and I'm not currently, but because I just have so many bags. But gosh, she does great work. So I would highly recommend her if you are new in the bag situation. Okay, A Worthy Patriot. I could not wait to start this. And Carrie from Red Velvet Quilts started it. We messaged each other, and then it got to the 1/1, and I was like, good gravy. This is just a lot. So obviously this is by Plum Street. Everyone knows about it because everyone loves it. It is on 36 count coffee stain by Cedar River Linen, which I believe is the called for. And it has, did no color conversions on this one. I got this bag on Etsy, super reasonable, no tag. Again, if you're interested in finding out more, let me know. She does lots of cute stuff on Etsy. Just shoot me a message. I'm on Instagram as Resting Stitch Face. I will put all that information on there, and I just opened up a Gmail account, so I will get that for you as well. And I think I have 2 more. That's it. Okay, this is Stars and Stripes. Oh, this was a collaboration from Plum Street and I think Needlework Press, and Nicole Spohr got me on it. Nicole. There's the stars one. This one, I'm not going to lie, it's just super boring. I'm just like, oh my God, I want to finish it. And I don't even think I want to do stripes, honestly. I hate to say that. I'm just not loving it. So this is on 32 count Vintage Country Mocha. I believe, because I was watching Handmade by Sarah W., and she usually does 1/2 on 32 count. So that's what I did as well. I did a lot of color changes. Maybe that's why I don't love it as much. I don't know. This is in a bag by the Decorative Needle. I mean, I just went crazy with Americana bags with this 250th. So I believe this was in a generic bag, and I thought, let me get it in a good one because I have the bag. So, and then the last one, nope, I lied. 2 more. Second to last one is Busy Hands, Happy Heart by Liz Matthews. And I was on a trip with my husband to Eureka Springs, and we stopped by Cecilia Samford's. And I thought, I'm going to stitch something for my husband and me. It was his birthday, so his birthday's on June 2nd, and so I did this. Let's see, what is the information here? Ooh, it's on a 20 count something, and I am using Classic Colorworks Belle Soie in icing. I'm using 3 pieces, 3 threads to do this, because it is going to be, so this doesn't probably make any sense to you, so I'm doing this part, but I wanted to replicate that blue because that will go in our room. All right, last but not least, this is Pledge of Allegiance by Plum Street. Of course, Holly was doing it, so you know I got to do everything that Holly does, right? So this is on, it's on a 36 count by Color and Cotton. Couldn't tell you what. So I'm telling you how organized I am, but clearly not, because I'm not. So this is in a Teresa Kogut bag, I believe, from Denise Goose. And I love her insides are just fun always. She's got a different pattern. Teresa Kogut. So love that. Even got a blingy red, white, and blue thing for my floss. So that is it. I hope you've enjoyed my whip parade. I hope to do this again. If you have any helpful tips, please, I am all ears. I love this community. I know that if you have any constructive criticism, that it's you know, it's not a knock on me, but to help me be better. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you subscribe, and I'll see you soon.